So if you look over here, right now it costs about a little under 108. I would say like 107, maybe $105 to buy a million pulse chain, right? Because I see a couple guys asking, I wonder how much pulse chain it takes to really like have a decent bag, right?
Yeah.
It's always depends on like how much pulse chain do I have to buy? How much of this coin do I have to buy to become rich? Like how much? Like I hear this with every. It's not just pulse chain; it's every coin.
Yep.
How much dot did I need? How much Kusama do I need?
Well,
how much Phantom do I need to be
and
rich?
they always only ask about one coin. Like, what's the one coin to rule them all? You know, and it's like, no, bro. Like, you have to have a diversified portfolio.
What's this one cool, trick that trainers all hate and stuff to get ripped?
Yeah.
Fucking steroids. That's what it is. Deca trend.
Oh, dude, can we instead of coming out,
instead
of coming out with 7-minute abs, can we come out with like 7-minute like crypto
7-minute
course
games?
or something?
7-minute crypto games.
Yeah. Beach gains or like some super
Beach body crypto games.
right. Kylo Tren.
I already know.
But all right. But all jokes aside, right? Look, I like using this example because it's like it's nuts and bolts. It's real. I don't want to use first principles. I hate that fucking term. All these fucking.
Who is using that more frequently?
Oh no, dude!
I haven't heard that in a
Like,
while.
every time someone's trying to sound smart, just trying to. It's a lot of Asian dudes I've listened to. Like they're attached to, these fanboys from, oh my god, Three Arrows Capital, and all these guys, and all the guys from like
Singapore guys,
and then Bankless, and then and then I'm not shitting on Bankless, but like any of the guys who were attached to the like who got a little big last cycle, who got close enough to have like some of these guys from Three Arrows Capital or from these hedge funds. Oh my god! And these Silicon Valley guys, they don't shut the fuck up about first. Like I learned all this from first principles. Like, hey Charlie, so the reason I do stuff is because first principles. It's because basically it's like, shut the fuck up.
Well, like yeah, exactly right. And it's interesting because one of the things, if you go and look at, I think it was either Cointelegraph or CoinDesk, I can't remember, but they did like the top people in crypto, and they like glorified them with like Julius Caesar and stuff like this. And they had what's his face, Alex Mashinsky from Celsius on there as like one of the top 5 or 10 people in all of crypto. That was like christening everybody with his awesomeness. Once you see that in a bull run, dude, that's a sentiment signal to sell right there.
Right.
Because the people that they have on the list as well are the people who are giving them money. It's not people who act like there's sometimes they put people in the space. You're like, I've never heard that guy this entire bull run. How do we go bull run? This guy makes a top 10 list or top 50 list. I don't even know who the hell he is. Oh yeah, he pays them money.
Right. If we ever get on the list, you guys, and I'm like, oh, they put us on the list, me and Charlie. I'm putting a clown suit on.
It's like Forbes. It's like the front of Forbes. Anybody who basically short Forbes
or time of the or a person of the year or like that's a big one, bros. Oh my bro, if like later on we're famous, but they put us on that cover, I'm gonna be like, fuck. Why are they setting us? Why are they setting us like?
Time to go on vacation.
Yeah, you guys later. Flying off.
We're going ghosts.
But let's go back to the first principles. All right, show the screen. So roughly $108 it takes to it takes about $108 roughly to buy about a million pulse. So later on, it doesn't take that long, maybe a year from now, even if it does take a year and a half from now, it's going to be about $2,000, $3,000 to get the same million pulse, right? Let's just say this is like a good 20-30x from now, which is average or below average returns for an L1, right? We get that. That means PulseX is up that much. EHEX, all this stuff's up like 20-30x from current prices. But Miguel, that's unsustainable. Shut the fuck up. So, but like let's just say average returns, right? That means what you can buy for $108 today, it could be worth $2,000, $3,000 in a bull market, right? And that's not even the top there. It could go much higher than that. Maybe the same $100 of Pulse that you buy today could actually go possibly to 10 grand, or I mean that's a lot, but but to go to like $5,000, $6,000, and that's not crazy. I mean, I've done it before with the Hex and some other coins as well, right? But here's the thing: is like the reason I want you to think about that is because then extrapolate it out. Like, what's a big bag, Miguel? Well, for most people, like honestly, $10,000 is a big bag for a lot of people, right? Because that's a lot of money, right? That's 93,000, right? So let's just say as an example, right? Let's just say we do a 30x on $10,000. That's $300,000 for you, right? But let me tell you this: when in a year or a year and a half from now, when these prices have reached this sort of level, you tell. This is why I like telling people and stuff. If you can swing a bag, at least 100 million pulse is really a decent bag. Say 100 million is really a good bag for pulse chain, pulse X, and then for p hex and all these other coins, it's really about a couple million. If you can swing them, because a million pulse, million e hex or p hex is roughly $10,000. So it's really that $10,000 market, but that's a stretch goal. For some people, it might be 32. It might be like 32 million or whatever, right? So because to be a validator on pulse chain, you need 32 million pulse chain. It's roughly going to be about $3,200 today, right? So these are the obtainable numbers and stuff. It's obtainable now because look, this is the chart of it. It went and down, right? Well, we're right here for the first time. The chart just started, right? And we haven't hit a fucking bull market yet. So it's really about getting these millions of tokens now while you can afford it. Because later on, it's going to cost you 10 racks. It's going to cost you 10 racks to get 10 million hex. It's going to cost you $10,000 to get 10 million pulse chain. Like we're a 10x. This token 10x is from here. It's going to cost, instead of getting 100 million for 10 million. I mean, 100 million to a pulse chain for $10,000. It's gonna take you $100,000 to get 100 million pulse chain. And then that's how quickly it goes. You in the blink of an eye, you look back, you're like, holy shit, this really has run up. And then now you have to be like, oh damn, now I gotta be more careful with this bag now because I can't really buy it back anymore.
Yep. Don't fumble that shit, bro.
Don't fumble it.